Alright, everybody. We are on our way with Blaster Master. We're about to enter Area 5. So here we go. Let me just fix a couple things here, and here we go. Alright. So, you may recall that there was some, well, there were some things that we learned in the first stage, like the Sophia is not particularly good at dealing with water. Well, so we walk in here, and right off the bat, down we go. And we can't get up, you can't hover in the water, you're kind of just stuck. Interesting, huh? Yeah, can't even get up here. This area is a pain in the butt in the sense that you need to basically leave the Sophia behind for quite a while. I'm going to, and another thing that happens in this level that's a little irritating is that the final boss is kind of difficult, and most of the dungeons seem to be mostly made just to basically drain your gun power. So, in contradiction to the way I normally play this, I'm going to just kind of push through rather quickly in an attempt to get to the final boss without losing all of my useful gun power. As you might guess, the upgrade that we're going to get here allows us to successfully navigate underwater areas with the Sophia. But they're not going to make it easy for us. Fortunately, we don't lose gun power by being shot by enemies in the side-scrolling section, even if we're not in the Sophia. So that's small help, but definitely not negligible. You're going to watch out for those hermit crabs, because they're just... For hermit crabs, they're really fast. And they respawn in strange ways, and they will run into you if you are not sufficiently careful. Now these little swimming dudes, they just kind of follow you around and go after you. They have an interesting little thing that happens where when you take them out, they sink for a couple of seconds before they vanish. And the interesting thing about that is if you're in the Sophia, the Sophia's homing missile generator will treat the still sinking guys as existing enemies. You'll notice that he was just shooting off to the other side of the screen. That's because the enemy AI doesn't update where it thinks that you are until you walk out of the thing. You'll also notice that I walk rather slow here, but I walk faster once I get to the actual, oh wow, those guys do double damage. I gotta be careful. Right, there's gonna be a bunch of... Bunch of hermit crabs here. We're gonna try to get past them without getting hit repeatedly. And I already failed at that. Let's see if I can get that power. Oh, I'm getting killed pretty bad here. Again, still a good thing that... Also a good thing that these guys drop quite a bit of power. Oh boy. This is getting a little spooky. But, here we go. I'm pretty sure... Now, I don't have full gun power to begin with, so this is already... I'm already in a kind of a bad way. But, if I'm in the right place, and I might not be... See, these things are... You'll notice that those things are placed just in a place where, if you walk along the hallway, hugging the wall, they will jump out at you as soon as they spawn on screen. in the dungeon areas in this place, you'll find there's a lot of these guys that go in directions that you wouldn't expect them to. They're on the bottom of something, but they're set up to go left and right, or they're on the side of something and set up to go up and down. And basically, it's just a nice little fun trick of the game to drain as much health from you as humanly possible. It is not the nicest thing in the world. And here, basically can't avoid that. But... But those guys drop guns sometimes, so I'm going to make use of that. Because, well, what else am I going to do? I need the gunpowder. The 5th stage boss is very difficult to beat without good gunpowder. I've learned that through my practicing over the last couple of days. And that's very perilous. And that's also... gotta do this just right. And it didn't... I didn't do it just right. I did it wrong. I did it wrong! So the question is... am I gonna try to fight the boss with this pea shooter? And I think the answer is no. The boss is right down there. I'm just gonna get my butt kicked if I do that. So, I'm gonna see if I can find a little bit more power before I go in at him. And the enemies don't respawn, so that's nice. As long as you kill them all on the way in, you don't have to kill them on the way out. I got my energy back, which will allow me to run around in the side-scrolling portion a little bit more easily for a while. Let's see if I can find some gunpowder. Oh, that's irritating. Yeah. Just trying to not get hit by these guys, you know? And sometimes they don't shoot you, and sometimes they do shoot you. It's very, oh yeah, that's exactly what I want. Oh, trash cans. What the heck? And they have way too much health for me to take out on my own. That's just not gonna happen. Oh, except if I want to go in there, I have to take them out. So what if I just stand far away and plink at them? Maybe that'll work. Maybe. Except for this guy. Alright, come on, I can do this. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Ah! Way too much damage those things do. I think there's one more. Yeah, there he is. But I can blink him from far off, and hopefully not get killed by him. There we go. Alright, let's go in here. Yeah, great. That's just what I need. Ugh. Not playing too well today, guys. It is unlikely that I will be able to beat El Basso this way. Yeah, those are fun. Great, huh? Virtually impossible to avoid. But you gotta avoid them if you want to not get killed. Fortunately, we know that they only choose one axis. That's fun. So as long as we're careful not to... And that's tricky too. You gotta kind of be very decisive, or you'll just get your life drained, your gunpowder drained, everything. Thank goodness they only shoot forward. If they shot in both directions, I would be in deep trouble. on. Come on. Ugh. They're really trying to just drain you in this game. And then there's that. Again, these guys just move right in on you, and there's not much you can do. If you're unlucky enough, they will make it to you before you get out of that corridor. It's kind of interesting that in the overhead section, they will get confused and go after the other end of the screen, but not in this one. Of course not. That would be too nice. That would enable you to conserve your gun power more than you would otherwise be able to. Ugh. Really now. Yeah, if you can get on the trigger with just the right timing on the grenades, you can take them out. Those red guys. But realistically, it's rather difficult to do it. Okay, I've got the weak spread. That's not so bad. So here's a trick. Well, we'll see it in a second. I gotta get back out of here. Now, we know that those side-to-side laser shooting things occasionally drop gun power. So, if I'm careful, what I can do is walk out of the dungeon, walk back in, and take out the nearby guys that shoot lasers. And if I do it right... And are they... Oh, that's right! So, it's not that the enemies don't respawn, it's that they respawn after a timer. I forgot about this. I kind of vaguely remembered it, but didn't want to say it without having proof. But yeah, the enemies actually respawn after you've waited a certain amount of time. And that sucked. Oh, wow. But... you actually have to see some of them respawn as the timer reset. That's interesting. The items that get dropped don't really despawn over time, but the enemies respawn over time. That's very uncommon. These little pink guys are a pain, because they take like 6 or 7 shots. Maybe not that many, maybe like 4, but it feels like 6 or 7. I tell you what. And then they shoot at irregular intervals, and that guy shoots at irregular intervals. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. And then those guys are just gonna shoot bombs at me. I may have some serious trouble with the boss in this level. When I was practicing, I managed to maintain level 8 shooting, and without that, it is going to be hit or miss at best, I think. But we'll try it. Now, the good thing about those red guys is they seem to mostly shoot in sets of 3. So if you see it shoot 3 times, you're usually moderately safe. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's just a jerk move right there. Is it me, or are these guys taking more hits than they did in the first level, where we first met them? Oh, that was a waste. Wait. Oh, this is another interesting bug. I guess not. Well, it's... You may have noticed that the level of the gun meter does not always correspond exactly to the same type of gun. And that sucked. And that also sucks. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat this boss this way. Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh boy. If only the red guys drop gun, huh? Okay, gotta get this just right. Ugh. Well, let's try it. So at first, this doesn't look so bad. It just shoots out these bubbles. They're not particularly bad. It doesn't even shoot them directly in front of him, so unless he's moving, you're not gonna have too much trouble, right? Well, as you damage him, he starts to shoot the bubbles more rapidly. I am probably going to die here. Oh, this is... So, with the long beam, it's not impossible, I guess. Oh. At least not at this stage. Oh boy. And now I'm down to the short beam. I am probably doomed. That didn't work. Then I took a hit. That's his final stage. It's just a friggin'... I guess hypothetically if you can dodge all of them and wait for an opening, you could get in there with a grenade if you're really lucky, but... Whew! Talking about rough, huh? And then we got this again. So, clearly, I'm gonna have trouble fighting that boss. Whew! Unless I get some gunpowder. And... man, this game is punishing at this level. They shoot irregularly, so it's very hard to tell when you need to dodge. There's probably some kind of timer that I could keep rhythm with, but it sounds hard. And of course, they make it... yeah, that happens. Alright, we're gonna avoid that. Are those dudes in suits? Is that what those are? I guess that's what they are, huh? They kind of remind me of the sharks from... If you ever played the Atari game, what's it called? Sequest? They kind of remind me of the sharks from Sequest. Ouch. Oh, wow. Look at the damage that did. That took me from 6 to 2. That's dangerous. I wonder if the power-ups over here come back if I die. It's an excellent question. There's not really any way for me to go back earlier in the game for resupply either. Right? Because... I don't know. It's worth checking, at least. If I can get another bit of gunpowder, that might be... Oh, for goodness sakes. Really need the spread beam. Something. Anything. Just got this short-range pea shooter, and it's just not enough. This is where dying in the game becomes a serious issue, because, frankly, some of these later bosses are, I guess not impossible, but very difficult without... Oh, man. Okay, I can't go back in there. I'll have to come back and go through again. I hate to farm, but I don't think there's any way for me to actually beat the... Oh, and why are these guys coming back? I don't think there's any way for me to beat that boss without a little bit of farming. And that guy's a jerk. How are you supposed to avoid that? It's irritating. Let's see if I can do a little better this time. Nope. I gotta have some luck at this point. Maybe I just need to wait for a second? Like if I... 1, 2, 3... Nope. Totally useless. Oh boy. This is gonna be very, very bad. This may be a no progress day. Just need 5 or 6. With the spread gun, with either spread gun, I should be able to take the boss out fairly reasonably easily. Okay. Straight down. And away. There he is. If you're behind the wall, the grenade still does damage, but it doesn't have a spread effect like it does. Or, it seems different. Maybe it's not different. I don't know. It feels different. Okay, that helps. The question is, can I maintain it? I mean, this wouldn't help with the boss, because it lowers my forward firepower too much. And what you really need with that boss is forward firepower. So the question is, how do I increase my forward firepower some more and not lose it all on the way back. Well, the enemies are starting to respawn, I think. Yeah, great. That's exactly what I wanted, was for the enemies to respawn. Well, those laser guys respawning, if they were to respawn, that wouldn't be so bad, because they might drop gun power for me, but realistically, I would hardly ever be that lucky. Yeah, as you can see. But this means that they're going to be respawning further up, too. So if I go back, here he is, I don't know why he's there. And that sucked. There's that guy. Oh, come on. There's some more gun power. Come on, they gotta drop something. There's weak spread. Weak spread's better than nothing, though. Thank God for that. Oh, so close, right? Okay. I wonder... Yeah, it's probably not worth it. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's keep going. Alright, we're gonna give it a try. Try to maintain my health. Try to maintain my gun power. And hope the game is a little bit forgiving. Which it usually isn't, of course. Alright. So remember, there's gonna be 3 red guys that are chasing me immediately. I need to take them out as quickly as possible. Then I need to watch out for these guys, who are irritatingly placed to make it so that I am likely to trip the trap. Okay. And there's this guy. There's that guy. Then there's that guy. We're almost there. We're almost there. Be careful with that guy. There's another one of these. Now, I mean, frankly, I have very rarely been patient enough to go farming. That's the trick there. So the trick is to go up and over, and then hug the wall. It's irritating, but it works somewhat. Then, I can go back behind him. He can't shoot me there. I can shoot him until he's gone. So far, so good. So far, so good. Gotta watch out for the red guys that keep appearing, because they're jerks. And they don't really give you enough time to get behind a wall and hit them with the beam. So you kind of have to stick and move. Dodge carefully. And... okay. That was a bad. Come on, gotta get the timing just right. Oh! Dang it! And that's basically that. I have very little chance of beating this guy. But we're gonna try it one more time, and if not, well, we'll try again next time. Oh, and then he changes... Come on. Get a little faster. And now he goes to full-on crazy mode. And he shoots so darn fast that... It's like a friggin' bullet hell game. Wow, that's just... He's the most ornery lobster. That was bad. Oh boy. Down to 2 health points. And no gunpowder. Down to 1 health point. And that's it. And I'm done. Whew! Alright, that sucks. But here's the thing. You can walk back out if you're quick about it. But you have to be real quick about it. Ugh. And if I keep letting those guys tag me... I don't think I'm going to beat this boss today. May have to start again. I wonder what happens if I do this. So you can actually walk back out while the alarm is going off, as long as you're quick about it. After the boss actually appears, you can't walk back out. I didn't actually know that until just a couple days ago, because I did it as I was practicing on the 6th boss. This is ridiculous. Should I go back and get the 4 power again and see if I can manage this? Uh-huh. Great. Thanks, game. Enemy that cannot be avoided. What can I say? This is why I usually don't make it past level 5. Things start to get pretty ridiculous. And of course. Alright, we're gonna try the other area one more time. Got plenty of hover. That's great, very useful. Not worry too much about that guy. Take him out. You know, it's so close, right? Like, you get to the 3rd stage of the boss and he just starts throwing stuff so fast. And that sucked. Come on. Yeah, and that just shoots you. And that just shoots you. They all just shoot you. And no matter how fast you go through these areas, the enemies are just... Very nice. And then there's that. And there's that again. I just want to have good gun power, so I can take out the final boss of this level. Then I can move on. It's just not going to make it easy for me. Well, while I am desperately trying to get enough firepower to take out the boss, I can mention a couple of things that I've learned over the last couple of days. One is, I set up my my capture card, and I'm a little surprised at how poor the video quality is with the Sega Genesis. I don't know if that's just the way things are or what. So I'm wondering whether it would make more sense for me to just continue with my emulator-style path, basically, as much as possible. It's not ideal. I'd certainly like to be playing the games on the real consoles to avoid any issues with emulator mistakes or bugs or whatever like that. Glitches. Anything that wouldn't... Dang it! So, that's a valid question. I'm going to be trying to figure that one out in the next couple weeks. Ordered some parts that may help, question mark? But we'll see. Other thing is, I ordered a copy of Blaster Master 2 for Genesis. And the interesting thing about that game is that although it was released by Sunsoft, it was not actually made by Sunsoft or anyone who was related to the original Blaster Master. I've played it a little bit. It's surprisingly difficult. Like, really difficult. Couldn't even get past the first level. The first area. But it seems more linear, so I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. But time will tell. Now, the actual second one that presumably was made with some references to the old crew is the Blaster Master Blasting Again on PlayStation, which I already have a copy of. That one's fairly easy to emulate, so it shouldn't be a problem with that one. And that game also has save points and all that stuff, so it makes it a little easier to play for something like this, where, you know, worst comes to worst, save states are actually in the game, and I'm not really, you know, cheating kind of thing. Oh, for goodness sakes. Dynafire. Come on. That's close. It's really close. I'm gonna test the theory. I'm gonna see whether that stuff comes back. Try to take fewer hits on the way to it. I think the stuff does not come back. I think the enemies come back. Ugh. Man, those guys are jerks. And there's so many of them, too. They're just everywhere. If I can just get the spread gun, the level 7 or level 8, then I can fight the boss. I've already beaten the boss once with the level 8 spread gun. It's really easy with the level 8 spread gun because the wave beam is not stopped by those bubbles. So it takes out the bubbles and hits the boss. It's pretty nice. Now, if only I could get that there, which is difficult and requires a little bit of luck. Maybe not luck, but very quick reflexes. Quicker than I'm probably capable of. And there's these guys again. They are jerks. They swarm you before you even get out of the corridor. Just kind of a jerk move. And they shoot at random intervals. Anyway, another interesting thing I learned about Blaster Master blasting again, which I actually knew this, but I had forgotten about it. The story in the manual of the Blaster Master blasting again for PlayStation makes reference to characters that are in the Worlds of Power novelization of Blaster Master that came out in the, 90s or very early 90s or late 80s. I actually have the Blaster Master one. Oh, they do come back. Oh, yes. All right, I think we can do this. I think we got this. Maybe. We're close. Yes. Yes! Alright, we're gonna do this. Or we're gonna die. Literally, well, not literally do or die, because it's a video game, but in the world of the video game, this is literally do or die. These guys are back, but I can shoot through walls. Shooting through walls is so good. Okay. 8-gun. Just avoid it. Very little I can do about that. Shoot that one before it drops to the ground. It just goes on and on and on, forever and ever. Okay, back up here. Avoid that guy. Avoid the other that guy. Keep going. Shoot him. Avoid those things because they do ridiculous damage. Alright. Let's do this. So I'm going to take my time. I'm going to do everything by the numbers. 5 by 5. Come on. Look at all those sprites. It's a massacre over there. Beautiful. I love it. Take that out through the wall. Watch out for that. Take him out around the corner. Watch out for that. Take him out. Slowly and carefully. Alright. Now remember, up and over. Ready? Or not. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Oh my god! What happens if I continue? Where does it put me? There. Alright. Well, that's not progress today. We'll try again tomorrow. Or rather, Wednesday. That kind of sucks, but oh well.